Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Let's go ahead and hop into the fight against Red Zone Kid BUU. And we of course are going to use LR TEQ Fusion Zamasu and stuff like that. EGL Zamasu and TEQ Fusion Zamasu are characters I think are a bit better than people are giving them credit for. So I want to go ahead and use them a little bit and kind of see how things are going to go. Alright. Okay. So we have, okay. Another thing I did do here, we're going to get the intros playing for TEQ Fusion Zamasu. I mean, the video is basically TEQ Fusion Zamasu, but yeah, okay, here we go. Alright, so, let me take a look here. What I want to do in terms of our rotations, yeah, perfect, is probably go Buuhan plus Kid BUU for our rotations. And then on the other rotation, we'll, of course, have the Zamasus together. Now, I brought UI Goku over Gogeta, because the last villain, like, the last slot, I didn't really want to run a villain there. Like, we could run Exchange BUU, I think he would have been fine. Right, running that character as like a floater. Well, the only thing is, no, that wouldn't work good because we would have a Zamasu rotation. That character needs a Majin Power character on rotation in order to get the extra damage reduction. I don't really want to test Kid BUU with Exchange BUU, so I did not bring him. Right, remember that Fusion Zamasu's leader skill is Fuse Fighter, Worldwide Chaos, and Realm of Gods. So the last slot to me was between Gogeta and UI Goku. I brought UI Goku because UI Goku is just better than Gogeta. I've seen a lot of like discussions about that. I think it's a good discussion to have but the thing is that UI Goku, again, he's just way better than Gogeta all the way up until Gogeta gets his active skill. Now, Gogeta's active skill, of course, is one of the strongest things, but UI Goku could sort of emulate that a little bit with UI Goku's Revive. Which I would argue, I think Vegeta has the easiest revive. UI Goku would be number 2 to me, though. So, I brought UI, because UI Goku is also infinitely stronger. Like, base Gogeta is, like, very okay. Like, Broly and Gogeta and the LR Gammas are all only, like, okay their first turn. They're not super crazy. Whereas UI Goku, turn 1, is literally God. He has 100% dodge, turn 1. So UI Goku can't be touched. And immediately, my decision is paying off because we don't have to put Gogeta in front of that super attack for Kid BUU. We have 100% dodge UI Goku instead. Let's look at the friend. What are we looking like here? So the friend, we will, I mean, yeah, the build looks fine. We probably are at the point where even mine. Could I upgrade this? Let's see. So the gold is 5 additional 3 dodge. I could upgrade that. I could change his bronze equip as well. Giving him a little bit more dodge is probably going to be a good idea. I mean, at this point, that's going to be more so Fusion Zamasu's role. Remember that turn 1, basically the first 2 turns, Fusion Zamasu should be tanky enough that we should be A-okay against Kid BUU. Oh, one thing I do need to look up. So, Fusion Zamasu's 18 key is a melee, which means Kid BUU will be able to nullify it. It does have that attack debuff on it, though. And then on his 12 key, unfortunately, Zamasu has only greatly lowering defense, which doesn't really matter too much to us so much. Huh. The domain. The other thing too about the domain is it's gonna have no effect for us positively, besides actually transforming TEQ Fusion Zamasu. But TEQ Fusion Zamasu is going to be invincible. Like, that's the thing. Like, if Kid BUU is just going to line his super attacks up right away, Fusion Zamasu will just be able to eat it with no problems. I'm tempted to do this. Would I regret this? Oh, I kind of spoke over it, by the way. I didn't really. I do want to be fair. AGL Zamasu is dog shit his first turn. Could I upgrade his equips? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not opposed to all the raw defense. I can make a silver equip a little bit. I gotta reverse that primary dodge, secondary additional for him for 100%. I mean, the Zamasus can heal a bit. It's probably best not to go too crazy here. BUU Tanks at least has got some dodge as well as the potential guard, although we're not guaranteed to guard here, are we? We weren't. I think were we above 90%? You know, he is guarding regardless. Okay. All right, so next turn we'll be able to transform BUU Tanks. We'll have Buhan plus Kid BUU together. That's going to be a good rotation for this. And we're going to have one rotation. It actually would have been much better for us if we had the Zamasus right away. I think Fusion Zamasu probably could be killed by Kid BUU. If Kid BUU supers right away, I think he probably could kill Zamasu. Because he's tech. I think it could be just instant death. Kid BUU will probably already be hitting so hard. Wow, that did a lot. Okay. So we're not really looking too good here. Things are not looking good. Wait, do we have UI? No. Damn. Okay, we're gonna lose. Yeah, we're gonna lose for sure, I think. And we're doing so many attacks right here. Yeah, we needed the Zamasus to be on this rotation, turn 3 right here. That's just an opening rotation thing. I can't really determine that. Zamasu, LR Zamasu would be fine, but it's type disadvantage. You know, like I like to do these same videos for all these characters so we could see, but I mean, this is not gonna be good. We're gonna have to put my Fusion Zamasu in slot 1 and hope that his dodge can get us through. That's what we're gonna have to do. 100% we have to. And I don't even have enough. I should consider giving him even more, like swapping it to full primary dodge, secondary additional, and then the same thing with AJL Zamasu. Primary dodge, secondary additional is probably what I should do. Especially because I'm going to be using these characters for the physical Rose Goku Black World Tour, which I don't know when this video is coming out. All right, but we'll see. I'm gonna definitely swap them. Probably after we lose right here. I do think if TEQ Zamasu, literally, it's dodge or die. So. Oof. Okay. Alright. Well, the good news for us is that's going to give us a little bit of defense. That normal right there kind of sucks balls. Okay, this hidden potential system additional super. At least we got the hidden potential system additional super, right? Oh boy. We eat it. We're dead. That's GG. We have 60% damage reduction. I don't think it matters. Kid BUU hits way too hard. Type disadvantage. Yeah. Dude, Kid BUU is a monster. If it was type neutral, we live. Type neutral, we live that for sure. Dude, this is where you start talking about pre-2024 characters, though. Like, opening rotations in this fight, win or lose us the fight. Because if we get the Zamasu's turn 1, then that means we would have had infinite Zamasu ready to go on his second rotation against Kid BUU. And then if we have Buhan, you know, turn 4, he's ready to transform into Buhan. So unfortunately, we need perfect rotations, which doesn't make me think, oh, they're so good for this fight. That makes me think he actually sucks cock for this fight, right? Let me switch up some build stuff. I am going to do what I said. I'm going to swap the Zamasus from full additional first dodge secondary to dodge first additional secondary. Because you guys saw it. I mean, if we would have just dodged the super, we would be cooking, right? Unfortunately, I mean, people don't like dodge, but especially as events get tougher and characters get worse, dodge becomes, I don't want to say required, but it becomes required. Alright guys, we have returned. I went ahead and updated the builds for AJL Zamasu, so we're up to 22 dodge right there. I mean, that's kind of not enough, honestly. But, like, that's the cost of having that raw defense, which I do think is probably a good idea. We'll see if I regret that. And then LR Tech Fusion Zamasu build is now looking like this. Again, we've got a little bit of additional right there. He could certainly do a hidden potential system additional, but it's just not as necessary. Like, it's... The priority is just live, baby. Baby. Just live. I don't know about these rotations, by the way. This is not looking good. This is looking like an L. So I guess we'll just do exactly this. There's no reason not to just do this. Yeah, let's go. Do want to make sure that Father BUU is capable of getting his 18 key. He is. Okay, thank goodness. All right, let's see what happens. So Zamasu, the two Zamasus. Remember that Zamasu, Dokkan Fest, TEQ or Zamasu? He does have the worst dog shit ever, just like a lot of characters do, which is... So, what I'm referring to with that, right? By the way, AGL Zamasu in slot 7 is kind of unfortunate, because in base, he gets a bigger stack than he does transformed, but at least he's lined up in the rotation I would like him to be in. Well, let's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure just off opening rotations, this is a loss, unfortunately. I do think so. It's just... The fight is really tough. It hurts. Like, LR Tech Fusion Zamasu will function way better in all the 9th anniversary fights, which I think I've done showcases in most of them. Maybe I haven't. I've used LR Fusion Zamasu all over the place in a lot of fights. But the problem is that Kid Boo's type disadvantage for him. That's the issue. That's the major issue for us. AGL Zamasu, he certainly can be juiced as well. Like it's we need him to get his stacks in, hopefully not get caught too crazily. All right, let's see how this is gonna go. We'll get a couple of attempts at this. I mean, I got a lot of the easy characters out of the way where like TEQ Vegeta, we just waltz in and destroy and we're laughing. Right, like it's not gonna be like that every time. Okay. The friend Zamasu is gonna be built at this point foolishly. Yeah, that counts as foolish right now. So this is the one we're going to want to transform into Infinite Zamasu, of course. So let's... Oh, boy. Here's the problem, though. AGL Zamasu, with no big bad bosses, looking iffy. I'm going to float the friend Fusion Zamasu. We'll see what's going to happen, but we're not looking good here. Remember, Kid Buu is going to be fantastic for Fusion Zamasu in terms of support and stuff, but yeah. All right, let's do our best, because at the end of the day, I've built my characters smartly in a lot of cases. We can get over the hump with just all it takes usually is just one cheeky Kid Buu super that we dodge, and that will put us on the path to survivability. Remember, we do have Fat Boo's Revive we potentially could take advantage of. We do have UI Goku's Revive we potentially could take advantage of as well. We have a couple of different revives that we could lean on in case of bad stuff. Now, the Fusion Zamasu that did not transform, maybe I even could have considered not doing double Fusion Zamasu. That probably would have worked well. What would be an alternative team I could run if we're not going to do double Fusion Zamasu? Let me just look at Zamasu's 200%. I did want to do a separate video for AGL Vegito Blue, too, where I think AGL Vegito Blue, like, we get the cooking. That's good tanking right there, obviously. That's very good. All right, so TEQ Fusion Zamasu. 200% leader skills for TEQ Fusion Zamasu. Oh, Broly, of course. That would mean... That's where the domain update would help us out. But that would be a thing where it's like we don't transform a Broly. Well, I mean, this is very lucky. Shit. Okay. Here's what we'll do. AGL Zamasu is going to be so weak. Because it's going to be like turn 50 and he had no stacks. But if Kid Buu really wants to just absolutely troll the shit out of me, he doesn't super attack here. If Kid Buu doesn't super right here, I don't know. I throw my hands up and I say, you got it, bruh. You got it. You got it, my man. There we go. Don't 5 dodge. Okay. Again, no shenanigans on Fat Buu. He has just the free 5 dodge. I have not. There's zero shenanigans on Fat Buu. Alright, so... let's go ahead and get Father Buhan out here. Now, we've done 0 attacks towards Kid Buu. So, well, I mean, we're about to start hitting him, but right now, this is still minimal Kid Buu. Sit that. I like to try and keep as many orbs available to us. Alright, so what we're going to do next turn is I'm just going to go ahead and Ghost Usher. We already saw TEQ Fusion Zamasu get sunned by Kid Buu. And what would be the exact same situation. The only difference is this time AGL Zamasu himself is a lot weaker. But what we'll be able to do is we could use Fat Buu as a bridge to get us to the turn where we could transform an Infinite Zamasu. The second Fusion Zamasu is still going to be a cookie cutout in front of Kid Buu, though, unfortunately. But we'll you know, country girls make do, okay? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I hope. I pray. We'll be fine. Alright, hopefully Kid Buu doesn't cheekily Super S in slot 3. That would be so ass, dude. Oh my god. Those runs where Kid Buu does that, like, it's nothing you can do. Like, you just throw your hands up. Like, you got us, bro. You got us. It is my Zamasu, so we could cheekily dodge. What? Wow, he does. He says, watch this slot 3 super. It's hilarious. That's real funny. Okay, well, we lived. Okay. That was, remember when I said that was hilarious? It wasn't actually that hilarious. That was very frustrating. I will take surviving. We do not want to transform with this guy, by the way, because, so, he's an other type super where he does his manga super attack. That's so crazy. It is literally his manga super attack. He doesn't do that in the anime. It's so crazy. But then, in this form, it's a melee. He is also weaker defensively in that form as well. Alright, so let's do this. And then, well, thank goodness, you know, we have the god Fat Buu here. Well, I will say that we did see... is this going to get us a full? No, but I'll still take it. We have the boos on the other rotation. It's good footage that we had TEQ Fusion Zamasu just eat the super. I mean, I'll take it, for sure. That's good. That's good footage for this video. That should show people what I'm talking about, where I would say I'm higher on LR TEQ Fusion Zamasu than many other people are. Absolutely, I am. And that would be an instance of it. Now, we're not out of the woods just yet, because we don't really have the means to hold Kid Buu down here. Kid Buu is going to be in rampaging killer mode from this point on. So we have to be very cautious. Like, Buhan is not going to be just laughing. Right, like, oh, I'm guarding. Like, I don't know that Kid Buu cares. I think he's just going to destroy us anyway. Alright, so we do have UI Goku here. We're not going to do that because it's just going to get blocked. I think Kid Buu is likely to super attack at the end. I like that 800k defense by UI. Doesn't really matter against Kid Buu, but I like it. Let's save the TEQ orbs because that'll be good for Infinite Zamasu. Oh, man, UI Goku would break my spirit if he dies here. Let's hope he doesn't, because I think it's very likely that Kid Buu supers at the end again. We'll see what happens. Buhan will get some nice damage in for us, which will be nice. This will be close. I mean, we definitely could win this, but AGL Zamasu is still in a much weaker form than I would like. Like, that's not changing. Although, Kid Buu is not going to have very much HP left. Because remember, UI Goku's 18 key is going to hit the bastard hard as hell, dude. UI Goku post someone reviving, he hits like a monster. Remember, UI Goku does give 2-turn crit support as well, by the way. So, UI Goku supering doing his 18 key is going to give the Zamasu's better crit chance. Okay. again, the super is probably going to be... Oh, it's right there. We should live this. Right? I mean, dude, Okay, Buuhan. Thank God Buuhan is him. He is him. Now, UI Goku, I think, could have lived a normal, but not anymore. Because our HP is just too low. So, UI Goku, I do need you to come clutch, but, brother. Remember, his guaranteed dodge after revive is only if he revives. We had Fat Buu revive. Now, these are blocked. This is blocked by Kid Buu. An additional normal would be good. No. He always comes through, bruh. Do we win? I don't know. I don't know. We gotta transform with the friend. Because, if we aren't able to kill Kid Buu, mine at least could cheekily dodge for us. The friend is built, a Sasquatch built the friend character. So we're gonna transform with the friend character. All right, my sixth sense is telling me that we're about to lose right here. Believe it or not. But we're gonna do our best. We are gonna do our best. I do wish that LR TEQ Fusion Zamasu had higher defense. This is a problem. He creates all these tech orbs. This is gonna give us defensive support. Yeah, I think we're dead. But this is gonna. By the way, the super attacks are both Ki Blasts here. We'll save more of the tech orbs for the other TEQ Fusion Zamasu because his defense is higher, so he'll heal more, which is what we need right now. We're not going to transform with AGL Zamasu. We wouldn't be able to do damage. It's just going to be bad overall. This would allow us to get more of the tech orbs, I think. Bro, this is... Alright, let's go. I think the two Zamasus at the end are going to have to dodge. There's the super, but this is why Infinite Zamasu is so good. It's because of this. That shit is so fire, man. A crit right here would be, like, really good. Like, I'm mocking the build for this guy all video, but, like, he could win us the fight here. No crit, okay. He does get the Hidden Potential System additional. We do need it to be a crit, though. And it's not a crit either. Okay. So, I mean, I don't exactly want to listen to people say, oh, if you had an offensive build. Well, I mean, he could have just clinched us the fight right there, and he didn't. Is this death? Remember, this is a weaker AGL Zamasu. It took us a while to get stacks in. One normal might just kill us here. No, it does not. Okay. I think we need to dodge these. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, we got close. We got close. We got close. The double fusion Zamasu, I mean, if the friend had crit, things certainly would have been a little bit different right there. That was we had the UI Goku support as well. That friend had a heavily juiced build. Do I want to do another run? I mean, I don't, like, we could easily win that run, right? Like, that's not like, oh my god, like, that's an impossible run or something like that. I feel like that did show, like, kind of like how the Zamasus operate in here. We probably didn't really get to see good footage of AGL Fusion Zamasu, but, I mean, Kid Buu, at that point, how much damage are Kid Buu's normals? They're like 2 million or something like that? Right? Like, if we don't have a bunch of debuffers keeping him in check, which we weren't really running here, it's going to be incredibly difficult. I think that this was really a good display of the Zamasus. If not for the fact that Kid Buu was int, we would have lived. We would have won that one. It was very close, but again, we saw pretty much all we need to see. We saw TEQ Fusion Zamasu survive a super. We saw him die to a normal. We saw Infinite Zamasu nullify a super and take 0 damage. I think that was a good display of, like, all the good and bad about the Zamasus. We'll see what's going to happen. I mean, I don't know that Physical Rose is going to move the needle too much, but we're, of course, probably going to be using the Zamasus and using all these characters when we take Physical Rose into the same fight, so we'll get more footage of him there. Let me know what you guys think of Zamasu. Certainly a character that will be a lot better once the domain update happens. I presume the domain update would just allow us to overwrite domains if that is the case, we would have won that run right there. Because both Zamasus would have been able to transform, right? So we would have actually won if we were able to transform both of those. So domain characters such as Fusion Zamasu, Physical Goku Black, EGL LR Broly, STR Future Gohan will be better once the domain update potentially happens. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.